Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They
breaks into the open. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding, just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to pass, it's Cross. Swings it out to the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Judowski. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Cross. Hauls it in. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got his man, makes the grab, and they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
The Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He fires one deep over the middle. Intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to throw, it's Cross. Pocket breaking down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz.
Oh, he's got some space. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown Longhorns! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's a seam wide open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to pass. It's Cross. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert 4th and short. Off play action. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense looks as if it's coming. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Cross. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Now let's take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by just 1 over Colorado State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a...
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now out close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Gonna let it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And And the gutsy call on fourth down, running the RPO, handing the football off, making the right read. You could tell they stuck it up in there and they got the first down.
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The errant 48-yard field goal attempt forces them to turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous.
Turning it on! They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Wants to throw. It's cross. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. Settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Pulls and fires complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Unloads quickly. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark. Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the ball. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by just 2 over Arkansas State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Takes the handoff. It's Judowski. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
To the air. It's crossed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. There he goes. They stop him at the 22. 15-yard pickup on the play and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the blue.
Touchdown, Vols! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Caught in the backfield, it's Judowski. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Dropping back, it's Cross. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Judowski. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Trying to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks the tackle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away and complete.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Late in the game with the lead, the defense obviously knows here the offense is going to have to try and throw it. Nice job in the back end there, not just in coverage, but almost picking that football off. That was a game changer.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And he's going to have to run at this one like a kickoff. A long field goal attempt for the game. And he missed it. No good. And in the final quarter of regulation, we remain tied, guys.
Tie game, second half, and this kicker has already missed 3 field goals. His team could have an easy, comfortable lead if he would just do his job. What's his confidence level right now?
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Cross. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll move the tight end. On the move, it's Judowski. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They make this a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Snags it. Touchdown, Texas. They strike first here in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Vols have pushed it inside the 20. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. 1st and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Trying to barge in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending...
Touchdown, Tennessee! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Send the tight end in motion. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there.
says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the...
Touchdown, Volunteer! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for two. Trying play action. It's complete to the right. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Cross. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. He's looking to pass. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line. But 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing the third down. They'll be happy to get out of this drive with just 3 points.
Touchdown, Longhorns! With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They've got to get it in on the 2-point try to force a third overtime. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He got it. 2-point try is good, and will keep playing football in triple overtime. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. After the stop, now a 2-point try to win the game. He's looking to throw. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away here, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, Dave.
Free. Yeah, right. If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime play in that one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.